Hey, what's up guys? We're back with another video, and today's video is going to be all about auto turrets. So we're going to set up some NPCs, test some different weapons in the auto turret, also use some deployables and see which one is actually best for blocking the turrets when you're raiding a base and you get the TC. And we're going to be doing a lot more, so stay tuned for the rest of this video and I'll show you guys all about the turret. So requiring 10 power to start the turret up, it is powerable by a small generator, well-placed solar panel, and a wind turbine. The auto turret will accept any type of ammo according to the weapon that's placed in it. So if we put an AK in there, we can place any type of 5.56 rounds in there and it will still accept it and use it to fire at enemies. The same with pistol ammo, as well as all shotgun shells. So yes, you can put incendiary shotgun shells and slugs in the turret. One thing you guys may not know, you can have an auto turret with a nail gun and nails. Maybe you guys already knew this, but who the heck is actually going to use this in vanilla? Who knows? Could be pretty hilarious seeing this thing mow people down with a nail gun. We're definitely going to test that later. Now, it does not accept a GL or a rocket launcher. Now that would be freaking OP. Can't wait for the day it does. But yeah, that pretty much covers all of the basics and we'll move on to the next stage. And just a quick shout out to the trumpet auto turret. Pretty useless, but kind of hilarious. Kind of like an alarm system, but horrible and a waste of stuff. Okay, so to test the range of these things, we've set up multiple turrets here at a firing range. This is an AK turret. We have a custom turret, also a SPAS turret, which should probably be the lowest range, but we'll see if it's the same as the others. So we'll start with the AK turret. This right here is the 10th foundation that's armored off. The turret's placed in the center of the first foundation over there, so we're going to try to see and if this thing has 10 foundations range. So as you can see, the turret has literally exactly 10 foundations of range. Once we hit the center of this one, it starts to fire at us. Now let's check the custom, see if it's the same. Custom's the same, super inaccurate. How about the SPAS? SPAS is the same as the others, so all of the turrets do have the same range of exactly 10 foundations away. Now that we've established the default range for the turret, let's see if its 16x scope plus a laser on this AK will extend the range at all, or if attachments don't even matter. So the attachments actually don't matter. As you can see, we're on the 11th foundation and the thing still isn't going to shoot me until I hit the 10th foundation. There you go. So yeah, attachments don't matter on the turret, for range at least. The next order of business that we're going to test is, does ammo type affect the damage that it does? So we have a regular 5.56 bullet in this turret, and then an HV 5.56, explosive 5.56, and incendiary 5.56 in that order. So let's turn these things on and get down the range and check what it does to our health. Hoping this thing can't miss at point blank range. Here's regular 5.56. Okay, brought me down 13 HP with 3 bleeding. How about HV bullets? The same thing, 13 HP, 3 bleeding. Next, we have explosive 5.56. And yes, 13 HP, 3 bleeding. Now here's the actual test to see if the bullet types do matter, because the incendiary bullets are the only ones that do higher damage. And they do. So they do adhere to bullet type. That one did 15 damage instead of 13 compared to the others. So if you guys can get explosive 5.56 in your turrets, I would probably suggest that, unless you have stuff that you don't want to get burned up. But that's going to take the player down to technically quicker. Okay guys, just to demonstrate the effectiveness of some of these turrets, I've set up some NPCs and with some of the most commonly used weapon and turret combinations. So we've got M249 regular 5.56, AK regular 5.56, Bolty regular 5.56, Python regular pistol ammo, and lastly we're going to try the SPAS with slugs loaded up. So here we go, just to see what kind of effectiveness these things do have. Here's the M249. Onto the AK. Bolty. Python. And let's try the spas with slugs. Wow, that is terrible. Much worse than I had expected. Alright guys, the next thing I wanted to test, let's slap a muzzle boost on the M249. Here we go. Yeah, I mean, if it gets a good targeting, I would assume that it kills him faster. Almost an insta-death. Let's try that muzzle boost on a bolty. Not much difference. Now we're moving on to what I assume everybody wants to see, the nail gun turret. Oh baby. Yeah, I don't think anybody's dying to that. Let's see how it does when it's already locked in. Oh my gosh, what is it, like 13 rounds before he dies? Okay. How about this one? The good old-fashioned Ioka with handmade shells. Let's see if it can even get a kill from mid-range. Oh, yeah. All right. How many bolts is it gonna take though? Hey, it's like a long-range shotgun trap, but yeah, it's definitely not viable. Next, we're going to test what the turret can and cannot shoot through / over. First of all, we've got a low wall here. You guys might already know the answer to this one, but even though the turret seems like it's on the level plane as the player, no, the turret will not target over the low wall. So once we destroy that thing, it's gonna lock right onto its target. Don't place low walls in front of the turret, please. But the turret will target through twig. So the turret can't shoot over a low wall, but how about a ramp? Answer is yes. Some of the bullets might get eaten up by the ramp, and it looks like it's not going to finish the guy off. If you guys were wondering if an auto turret can shoot through a latch on an armored door, here you go. The answer is yes. If you guys do get building privilege on a base that you're raiding and you find yourself in between a turret and where the loot is, let's say you can't block the turret off with walls and you don't have any doors to craft to cover yourself, the absolute best thing to craft is stone barricades. Not requiring a workbench and only requiring 100 stone, you can make your way up to the auto turret using these things to get the wire tool close enough to disable it. Here's an example. Almost didn't have to use a syringe. They're gonna met up before we disable this thing. Now to disable it, it's always going to be on the right when the turret is facing you, unless it's somehow flipped all the way around. But you're going to take the wire tool, have some confidence, run up to this thing, hold right click on it. And as you can see, we almost failed there. But yeah, not the best place barricades. I promise you guys can do it. I'm not going to show you every single way to destroy a turret, just some of the most practical here, because you could obviously drain the turret or get up close to it and melee it to death, but just to rattle off some of the most effective ways to kill a turret. Now this is in order from the most cost efficient to the most expensive. Starting off with a compound bow, 100 fully charged arrows will kill a turret. or if you're up to it, about 39 fire arrows. Next, one well-placed instant rocket that kind of gets stuck between the turret and a wall can take it down. Next, exactly 3 HV rockets. Or 2 satchels. And lastly, probably the most expensive way, 1 C4. And there you go, your turrets are gone. Okay guys, here's the moment of truth. Here's what we've all been looking forward to. 100 nail gun turrets have been set up. Now, the only question is my game just going to instantly crash? Or what's going to happen? Let's make a run up to this thing and see what happens. Here we go. Oh, baby. Okay. Well, we survived for about a second there. Let's see. In the beginning, they weren't all hitting me. If we can get close to this thing or not. Ooh, that is some good range. I guess with 100 turrets, the odds of some of them hitting are pretty high. Lol. Okay, dudes, we're gonna get on the other side of these 100 nail guns. We've got what, like... Oh my god. Like 20 NPCs set up here, all at 100 health. Let's see what it looks like with 100 nailgun turrets shooting at him. Here we go. This may cause a lot of lag. Bro, the carnage. They can't even make it over to this guy on the left because it's focusing on all the ones on the right. Well, that was getting pretty taxing on the server, so had to put a stop to it. But anyways, that is what 100 plus nailgun auto turrets looks like against some NPCs. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll be seeing you guys in another video soon, and make sure to get subbed to Rust University. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your wipe. See you guys soon.